Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here, back at again with another video. This time talking about my Hairiest Adventure TV book. And this is actually the first, if you want to call it this, black spine TV book with this format. Completely changed the cover layout, and now the spine is, well, black. Unlike the previous books, like big example here, the very previous book, Living Dummy. We'll do a review for this one eventually. I've read every single TV book I own. And yeah, you can see the difference. So yeah, this is the first one in this format. I'm not going to spoil anything yet, but I will say this is pretty much on par with the first actual Hairiest Adventure book. Well, I meant to say only, but the actual Hairiest Adventure book, like from the OG series, this is pretty much on par with that. I don't know about the episode. I need to rewatch that. I don't know if this is better or worse, but either way, yeah, let's cut to the blurb. And now for the blurb. Harry Larry. That's me. At least that's what my friends call me. They don't call me that, but, you know. They think I'm obsessed with my hair. And you know what? They're right. I have hair just like a rock star. But lately my hair is starting to freak me out. It started when my friends and I found an old bottle of instant tan. I thought I'd get a great tan, but instead I started growing hair. That's right, hair. Dark, spiky hair. This is by Larry Boyd. Oh boy. If you have not read Hairiest Adventure or don't know much about it, yeah, you can obviously kind of link that with puberty, and that's what this book delves into. I think the episode does it much stronger, like you can definitely feel the puberty themes, but this one, it's fair, it's present. And yeah, like I kind of said in the intro, this was above average for actual Present series. I think this one is pretty darn enjoyable for Present standards, and I quite liked how this went about. If I was a good story, decent overall, and it had stuff that just kind of overshined the bad of Presents, which is usually just because it's the same story, but retold in a way less good way. Let's move on to the upsides. So, why is this one a bit more enjoyable? Well, not only do I enjoy this a bit more than your average Presents book, this one has some decent-ish characters. I don't think they're anything outstanding, but they're decent. I thought the climax of this was actually pretty fun. I don't really like the episode. At least I don't remember really liking it, but it's been a while since I've rewatched it, probably about a year or so. And I don't really know my opinion on that, but it definitely works better in book form, I'll say, the climax, because I actually kind of enjoyed it here. I thought it was decent, I thought it was really fun, and it had some good stuff to it, and I liked the ending kind of a lot more in here, because it's not as stupid to read than it is to watch, so I kind of liked it, and yeah, it was a decent book. It had some decent stuff. It was well written, too, I think. I can't remember, I think it was Diane, someone named Diane, who wrote this. And, yeah, it was just pretty darn decent, just a little above average, not by much, though. Downsides are, as always, though I think the page count kind of works for this book, it's still a little too short, it doesn't have much to it, it is reading the same book all over again, so there's going to be a lot of enjoyability that will be taken off. If you're reading this before you've read the actual book, or any of these before you've read the original book, you're going to have a lot much more of a fun time. And you'll like this probably, maybe even more than the OG, depending on if that OG book is bad. But, yeah, if you've read this before, you've even watched the episode or book, you'd probably enjoy it more. But, of course, most of us Goosebumps fans have probably read the OG book or watched the episode, so it ain't gonna be as enjoyable. Because you're just reading the same thing again, over and over, it feels. And, yeah, it's not the most enjoyable, still a bit more enjoyable, but not the most. And that's usual for Presents. Also, writing ain't awesome, of course, and it just feels like, you know, below average Goosebumps book, but it's a above average Presents book, because all Presents books are below average compared to normal Goosebumps books. Very complicated, I know. Yeah, it's just got the usual Presents nonsense, and of course, it's got puberty references. For my rating, I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. Not a lot to hate here. But it still ain't the greatest of books. It's definitely on par with the first one, however. I give that one a 7 out of 10. So go watch my review. I actually think I moved my score up since I originally read it and reviewed it. Yeah, OG Hairiest Adventure ain't even that bad, but this is not too far from it. If you need like a very quick recap without like some of the stuff in that book, like the rock and roll sequence, and some of the hair horror that was thrown in that one. yeah, this is a nice shortened down version of it, and it's still enjoyable. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this book review. Tell me what you think of this book below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? I don't want to get controversial over a fucking Presents book, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, like I said, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.